What to do, Red Light Broadcasting? It's your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself, and I'm going to be bringing you guys a first look video review of Rusty Hearts. First off, let's say Rusty Hearts is the MMO RPG, which is like MMO hack and slash RPG, because it is, for the most part, it tastes like Castlevania if you've ever played that game. But first, right now we're in the character selection screen. We have a few people to select from. Yes, they're predetermined people, although you can slightly alter their attire and whatnot. But for the most part, we have Frantice, Rosalia, I think, Rosalie, and then Lila, I don't know. These three characters are all from the same class. Now, for the most part, they all have the exact same moves. The only difference between them is the fact that, two girls, one who needs more clothes, one who is somewhat properly dressed but shouldn't be dressed like that to go out and fight monsters, and you got this guy who's all mysteriously looking. They all use melee weapons, swords, axe, twin swords, things like that. Moving to the left, you have Angela and Edgar. They're your mages somewhat. They use magic. For the most part, you can call them like a battle mage because they still use, like magic swords, scythes, glaives, things like that, but they still use a lot of magic. They're for the most part magic based, so they're the ones who will be restoring HP, granting buffs and things like that. Moving to next, we have Tude and Maylene Chen. What these people are, they are the hand-to-hand people. They specialize using gauntlets and claws and demon hands, things like that. For the most part, like I said, hand-to-hand combat. And last but not least, we have Natasha, who uses ranged weapons, which will range from the revolver, the musket, and the weapon bag. The weapon bag is unique because it provides a wide variety of attacks by transforming into different weapons that can be used from range or close combat. So basically, anything that comes out the bag is a gun and it shoots bullets, but it can be anything. And to not really confuse anything, let's start ourselves off with good old Franz Kruger here. Let's go ahead and give him a name. Let's call him Bam, Dig Dugger. That's what I call myself, the Dig Dugger. Alright, create character. Let's go. Start. Yes, let's go. Okay, so I skipped through the little tutorial thing because it's bonkers. No need for it. Moving along. Welcome to Rusty Hearts. This is your first time playing Rusty Hearts. Me? No, but hey, it's the first look. Why not? Alright, let's go in here. Base controls. I probably should have skipped this, to be honest. Alright, use X to talk to people. What we're doing is, this lady here is Elma. We have to go meet Vincent. And of course, like any other MMORPG, of course, you have thousands upon thousands of monotonous quests where you wander around, talk to the guy, your quest is done, they give you some equipment, things of that nature, So after you guys finish talking, okay, then I'll be going. Let's go. But wait, what do you mean but wait, there's more? This isn't Billy Mays here. Come on, we gotta go. Underground, waterway, gotcha. Accept. Okay, let's roll out. Oh wait. Press Y to open your quest log, and then read the objectives, because for the most part they're quite vague in what they tell you you're supposed to do. So here we hit OK, and Jesus gracious, we have to hit the map. Oh yeah, M for the map. One thing I like about this game is they don't really do this a lot in MMOs. Then again, if they do, then I'm like retarded. But anyway, you can click on a destination, boop, and then Mr. Man himself will run all the way over there, and then you'll be good to go. Automatically shimming you where you need to be. So that's pretty useful. One thing I do like about this game is they kind of throw you right into the action, like bam. Here's our first dungeon. By the way, I forgot to mention that this is a dungeon crawler. It's a side scroller type game. For the most part, you'll be running left to right, but you do have like up and down, not necessarily full 3D plane, but it is a side scroller, so it's Castlevania-esque. It has, because don't think because it's a side scroller and it's really heavy on the combat that it's just any old random game. It's not. It has everything a normal MMO would have. The whole the bosses, PvP guilds, a shop system where you actually spend real money to purchase other, other equipment and premium items, things of that nature. But the combat itself is really fluid. I really love. It's quite flashy, to be honest. Everything looks really nice. So if you're into the whole flashy thing, you're in it more for the action and the flash and the flare, by all means pick it up, because we've all played far too many RPG or MMOs where it's all droll and the combat is lame and everything's point and click and it's kind of stupid. In my opinion, those are the most dumbest things in the entire world. My opinion. This is actually, for me, it's a breath of fresh air due to the fact that it's it's more actiony based. I know that may sound bad to some people do like point and click, but me, that's old and dead, in my opinion. Much like random encounters in regular RPGs, those are like old and dead. If more RPGs would lean towards a really fly approach like this, then the world would be a better place. But we're not going to go into that. There's a loot system where you would pick up random bits of loot and materials on the ground, where you would go to a certain person and you would craft. There is a crafting system, much like any other RPG. And I remember in the beginning when I said that even though these are your characters and they all have their own identities and they will call you by them as such, your only name is basically just a tag above your head that other players can identify you by. But if you follow the story will actually call the person whomever you actually picked. So don't feel too special about yourself. But there is a place where you can actually change your costume, change your whole wardrobe, and try to look somewhat unique. So don't worry about looking exact like everybody, because you can change yourself up a little bit, change your hair, change your whole outfit and everything. So it's pretty legit on that part. There's the party system where you can come down into dungeons like this, clicked up with all your friends and homies and whatnot, and you can have a jolly good time. So it covers all the basics, for MMO. You can't really not expect MMO nowadays without one, or without all these special features, as in like a cash shop or a premium shop, whatever you like to call it, guilds, a massive skill tree, because there's a massive skill tree with this, lots of weapons, things of that nature, and boss fights and dungeons and all the good stuff. In my opinion, when it comes to action, this particular game here sets the bar for a lot. But then again, it is a side scroller, so most people wouldn't like that. They do tend to enjoy their freedom. As I'm just toying around with this boss monster here, he's gonna get the goods now. He's pissed me off. Come die, baddie. Well, I didn't mean to pick that up. Anyway, but as we finish this dungeon up really quick, I will say that my playtime with the game, it has brought me a lot of fun. A lot of good fun to be had. I really enjoyed the game. I recommend it if my recommendation meant anything. And like I said before, it has all the basics, so everything's covered. Massive leveling system, skill tree is gigantic, all kinds of things. It's anime styled, so people who really like anime, I personally don't necessarily like anime too much, will be happy. So there's a lot of things here for everyone. And in my opinion, it being as strong of an action game that it is, it's really pretty cool. In this final screen here, you actually get to pick a card. It can, after you beat a dungeon, it can randomly be a money, or it can be equipment, things of that nature, whatever. So we'll see, there's the equipment down there. So I'd have got some nice greaves, but yeah, money, gold, blah blah, everything. And then once you're done with the dungeon, you can go back to town or use the dungeon store. Now what the dungeon store is, it won't let me click on it now, but what it is if you acquired some equipment during the dungeon, you can easily sell it right then and there, or buy some stuff that's exclusive to the dungeon. But all in all, this game is pretty cool. If you guys are really looking forward to seeing, or not really looking forward, if you really would like to play a game, an MMO rather, that's action packed, has lots of action, skill tree is good, basically everything is really fun, in my opinion. And hey, if you like dungeon crawlers like I do, by all means pick this game up. It's quite the gem, to say the least, or I think so anyway. You do get freedom to move around if you want to. I can stop trying to do whatever they're doing, but since it's on a predetermined course on the the game here. I can't stop it. But you can actually walk around anywhere you want to. You have a room that you can decorate, and in that room you can also equip yourself to whatever you see fit. It's just a whole lot of stuff you can do in this game, and it's really interesting. A concept to see a dungeon crawler like this, hack and slash, tastes like Castlevania. So if anyone who actually likes that series will definitely feel at home here. But as I wrap this up, I like to wrap this up. I recommend it. Has everything you need. It has its many other systems that make it unique. As like I said, see, there's 3 of us seriously right here, all looking the exact same, but you can go to the craftsmanship shop and actually craft new things to make yourself look completely unique, or you can buy them. You know, pick your poison. It doesn't really matter. It's really intuitive. There's lots of things to be had in this game, and by all means, I approve it, and it's good to go. This has been my review of this game. If I had to actually put this game on a number scale, I give it a smooth 8.5. You know, pretty good. Cons about it, it gets quite repetitive. To actually, you know, the quests, they really get repetitive. Of course, you know, it's an MMO, all quests are repetitive, but I mean, they really get repetitive, and that can be a slight bother. Getting into a party, a lot of people tend to favor a certain character. At one point, I was seriously swarmed by the same exact character that I have here, and it can be a bit disdained, especially if you want to actually go into a quest, or a dungeon rather, and you want like a tank to back you up, or a healer or something, when everyone runs around as the same exact person. So that can also be a problem. But other than that, I have no qualms with this game. This game is magnificent. If you guys really want you a game like this, hack and slash, MMO, RPG, dungeon crawler S type thing, Castlevania, all those things all wrapped in one, by all means pick up this game. The Dig Dug has approved it. Holla at your boy Dak908 from Red Light Broadcasting. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and drop a like. If you really liked it, hell, you can slap a favorite. And if you really like it, go out and get the game. It's fun. Holla at you.